Welcome to my channel Young and the Restless Official, where you can get news about. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow, and I am your buddy. Now let's get started. Young and the Restless sees a romantic spark ignite between Kyle Abbott, Michael Mealer, and Claire Newman, Haley Aaron, which sparks a jealous reaction from Summer Newman, Allison Lanier. As Kyle and Claire explore their newfound affection, Summer plots to blow up the relationship. The strain between Claire and Summer can be traced back to their tumultuous past, with Claire's upbringing under Jordan Howard's, Colleen Zenk, control. How much progress have they made on the CBS soap opera? YNRC's Summer's current beau, Chance Chancellor, Connor Floyd, may soon find himself heartbroken as Summer's lingering feelings for Kyle come back. Meanwhile, Claire continues to care for Kyle's son, Harrison Abbott, Redding Munsell, despite Summer's initial resistance on Young and Restless. With the Newman family rallying behind Claire, Summer may find herself isolated in her attempts to reclaim Kyle. Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, and Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, could play pivotal roles in the ensuing drama. Stay tuned for more spoilers and updates on the ongoing Young and the Restless saga. Get all your Young and the Restless daily spoilers and news here at Young and Restless Official. And stay tuned for updates on your favorite characters' fates. In the opulent halls of Genoa City, the residents were no strangers to intrigue and rivalry. Yet, as the crisp autumn air rolled in, the heat of one particular feud simmered beneath the surface, threatening to boil over. Summer Newman, always poised and determined, found herself entangled in a web of conflicting emotions. At the center of it all was her ex-husband, Kyle Abbott, and his blossoming relationship with the ambitious newcomer, Claire. Summer had always been strong, resilient in the face of life's unpredictable challenges. But seeing Kyle moving on so swiftly after their painful separation was something she hadn't been prepared for. Though Summer had tried to put on a brave face, each time she saw Kyle and Claire together, a sharp pang of jealousy coursed through her veins. It wasn't just about Kyle anymore, it was about everything he represented. Their past, their memories, and their undeniable chemistry that Summer felt could never truly be replaced. The relationship between Kyle and Claire was moving fast. Claire, with her striking beauty and ambitious demeanor, had quickly become a fixture at Jabot. Her connections, charm, and sharp wit had drawn Kyle in, and what had started as a professional partnership soon transformed into something more personal. Summer had caught wind of their growing closeness, but she never expected it to develop into a full-blown romance. One evening, Summer found herself at society, staring into her untouched glass of wine. She couldn't shake the memory of seeing Kyle and Claire together at a recent Jabot function, where they had exchanged glances filled with unspoken promises. The way Kyle had laughed at Claire's jokes, the way his hand casually brushed hers, it was more than Summer could bear. Phyllis, her mother, approached her table with a look of concern. "Summer, are you all right? You've been sitting here for almost an hour." Summer sighed, running a hand through her blonde hair. "I'm fine, Mom. Just thinking." Phyllis slid into the chair opposite her daughter. "This is about Kyle, isn't it?" Summer didn't bother denying it. "I just don't understand how he can move on so quickly. We haven't even been separated that long." Phyllis leaned in, her voice low but firm. "Summer, you're a Newman. You don't let anyone walk all over you, not even Kyle. If you want him back, you need to fight for him." Summer looked up, her blue eyes narrowing with determination. Her mother was right. The next day, Summer set her plan into motion. She made a point to visit Jabot, under the guise of discussing business with Jack. However, her true objective was to confront Kyle. When she spotted him in his office, leaning over paperwork with Claire standing far too close for Summer's comfort, her heart clenched. But she straightened her shoulders, reminding herself that she wasn't going to let Claire take what was hers. "Kyle," Summer called out as she stepped into the office, her voice smooth but laced with intent. Kyle looked up, a mixture of surprise and curiosity in his eyes. Summer? What are you doing here? Summer's gaze flicked briefly to Claire, who smiled politely but with a hint of smugness. I was in the building and thought I'd stop by to talk to you. Kyle glanced at Claire. Could you give us a moment? Claire hesitated for a fraction of a second before nodding. Of course. I'll catch up with you later, Kyle. As Claire walked out, Summer watched her leave, feeling a surge of satisfaction. When the door closed behind her, Summer turned her attention fully to Kyle. We need to talk, Summer began, her voice steady. Kyle raised an eyebrow, folding his arms across his chest. About what? About us, Summer said bluntly. About what's happening between you and Claire. Kyle sighed, running a hand through his dark hair. Summer, we've been over this. We're not together anymore. You can't just. I'm not here to beg for anything, Kyle, Summer interrupted, her tone firm. But I'm also not going to stand by and let you throw away everything we had for some fleeting relationship with Claire. Kyle's expression softened slightly. It's not like that, Summer. Claire and I are different. Things ended between us for a reason. Summer shook her head, stepping closer to him. But did they have to end the way they did? We went through so much together, Kyle. I know we had our issues, but we were stronger than that. Don't tell me that none of it matters anymore. Kyle was silent for a moment, his gaze flickering with something Summer couldn't quite place. Summer, it's complicated. Claire's been a good distraction for me, and maybe that's what I need right now. Something easy. Something without all the baggage. Summer's heart clenched at his words, but she refused to back down. Distractions don't last, Kyle. You and I, we had something real. And you can't just erase that because things got tough. Kyle sighed again, the weight of their past clearly weighing on him. I don't know what you want from me, Summer. I want you to remember who we are, Summer replied, her voice soft but filled with emotion. I want you to realize that we're not finished yet. Claire might be here now, but she doesn't know you the way I do. She doesn't understand what we had. And I'm not going to let her take you without a fight. Kyle looked at her, his expression conflicted. For the first time in a long while, Summer saw the vulnerability in his eyes. The part of him that still cared, still held on to the pieces of their shared history. But just as Kyle seemed on the verge of saying something, the door opened, and Claire stepped back inside, her smile bright and confident. Kyle, we should get going. We've got that meeting with the marketing team. Summer's jaw tightened as Kyle glanced between her and Claire. This wasn't over. Summer knew that, deep down, Kyle wasn't truly gone. Claire might have him for now, but Summer wasn't going to let her win so easily. As Claire and Kyle left the office together, Summer stood alone, a determined fire burning in her chest.